Good morning. This is Friday morning, June 10th, 2016, and I am on my way to MLP MSP 3, which is down a few blocks over at the Hyatt. First of all, start the vlog, and I'll see you guys at the con. Bet you don't see that every day, where you see a caterpillar up that high in the sky, being hoisted by a crane. Alright, here I am at the Hyatt. I'm going up to level 4, where registration is, and I'll see you guys once I get all registered in. And now I am in line for opening ceremonies with Rainbow Dash, and I've also got here I also have Scooter with, and a new pony I just made, well, new to me, Sakura. Finally went and got to build her Sakura.
Hi everybody! Hi! My name is Final Draft, aka Mike Bernstein. I am a co-convention chair of MLP MSP 3. Welcome to Minneapolis! So, gotta get the distance here right. I'm going to take advantage of the table because this year we have a table at opening ceremonies at some of this. Just got a couple things to go over, and then, I mean, we have some guests here that I think you want to see. So, just a few, some points of order. Let me just bring that up here. So again, like I said, I'm Mike. I'm the co-convention chair of MLP MSP. I'm here today. Chase Hedges is running around, and also this guy here with the camera, Charlie Worthley, and he was here a minute ago. He scooted away. The blue shirt, Corey. We've all worked really hard to put together a great convention for you guys. I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you for coming to downtown Minneapolis. As a lot of you know, we had another venue planned, and we were rudely informed 4 hours before the local news outlets that our contract was no longer going to be honored, and that they were going to be blowing up our venue. I don't even know if the Ramada still stands. I'd cry for it, but I don't want to catch any asbestos. And here you are. This is Chase Hedges, by the way, the other co-con chair. Good morning, everybody. We've got a table this time. Isn't it wonderful? I know. Okay, so I want to thank every one of you for coming out to the Hyatt, and part of that thank you is to the Hyatt itself. We were faced with a bit of a crisis 2 months ago, and I'm sure some of you saw a little bit of that, where we found that we had a convention, and we had guests, and we had vendors, and we had people flying in from everywhere, but our venue was gone. And within a short period of time, we were able to work with this building and get this convention set up for the same weekend. But what I really want to, I should say, and I put it in the letter in the con book here, I was blown away because as an event organizer, when something like that happens, you expect that you're going to lose attendance. We didn't have a single refund request during our transition. So I want to thank all of you guys. We really took that to heart here because that shows how much, you know, this event means to you guys, and we want to make sure that we're living up to your expectations, which I think we're going to do. I want to just make a couple of some quick announcements and just some general things. Some of this is going to be reviewed for con veterans. I do this every year. I just want a show of hands. How many people here, this is their first convention ever? Yeah, it's amazing. How many people here only go to MLP MSP? Sometimes we get that too. Yeah. Isn't that insane? And how, he's like, eh. And how many people here are Minnesota natives? How many people here wish they were? You're wrong. We've got a, you know, the weather in June is always fun. One of the first things I want to announce is that they are expecting quite a bit of heat outside this weekend. We're looking at about 95 degrees potentially, which is a lot. The Canadians backstage are like, that sounds like boiling. Yeah, so just keep cool. I always like to say that the weather is perfect inside an air-conditioned venue. I like that better than, okay. So general convention notes. I know a lot of people are asking about the con books. They arrived. So So if you do not have a convention book, I see a lot of people here do, they are at the registration table and they are pretty. Next thing is just safety, this is a general thing. Please be safe during the weekend. I mean, bronies tend to be well-behaved, kind people, but you know, if it looks like it's not safe, please don't do that. I think every convention has to say something like that, just for liability purposes. You know, I just ask, and this has not been a problem for our convention, but just make sure that you're respecting everybody and each other and the venue as well. The venue has really helped us out by being available and working with us last minute to make this convention happen. So if you guys see Hyatt staff members, you know, and you feel like thanking them, please do, because we wouldn't be here without their support and the work that they've put in the past couple months. Want to go over one quick thing, and we will be having additions to this. One of the consequences of having a last-minute venue change is that there is going to be another event happening in the same area, not the whole space, but in that part of this hall Sunday afternoon. Won't affect anything until Sunday afternoon. But when they come in, please show them the same kind of respect you'd expect yourself. I think they might be the banking. And they're just going to be taking over a couple of the small rooms over on that end of the venue. Again, a consequence of having to change venues last minute. We're very angry at the Ramada about that. But just so don't be too shocked by it. And we will be posting updates about where the arcade's moving, because it's going to affect the arcade, the autograph room, and the tabletop room. So we'll be posting updates about where that's going to be. But that's only for Sunday afternoon. Let's see what else I have here. One thing this year that I want to highlight, and it's in the con book, it's also, you guys probably saw something online, is we are trying to expand our VIP events. People have been asking me, well, why do you have these events on the schedule, and why are you charging $20 for certain panels? I want to clarify that right now. Basically, how many people here went to one of the VIP events in the previous years, like one of the concerts or whatever? Okay. And how many people thought that those were awesome because they were kind of intimate? Exactly. MSP, we try to create new types of panels, new types of programming, because I don't know about you guys, but I've been to a million conventions. We want to do new things and do things that you can't do at other conventions. So these VIP events, the idea is that they have a nominal ticket fee so that it's a limited attendance, so you have a chance to have a one-on-one more interaction with some of the show staff, etc. So for example, on the schedule we have a dessert buffet with Annalie Heed, so you know, that way it'll be a limited attendance. You can have some desserts, you can have a chance to talk to them. It's a chance for people who maybe didn't want to buy a big sponsor badge to have a little more interaction. Those are available on the site. You can register there or at the registration booth. We also today, there's ping pong with Vincent Tong, which people should be signing up for. And pretzels are involved. There will be food. So yeah, just if you see those and you're wondering what that's about, that's a chance for you guys to have a little more one-on-one interaction. I'm trying to think, let's see here, what else I have on the list here. Let's see here. So I have a couple of thank yous before we start introducing some individuals. I first want to thank all of the sponsors, especially our Triple Diamond, Fire Rubies, all those top tier sponsors. Without you guys' support, this convention wouldn't happen. If you guys were a sponsor at any level, could you at least like raise your hand or stand up, just show yourselves to everybody? Yeah. Give these guys a round of applause. If it wasn't for them, these events wouldn't happen. This year, like the previous 2 years, we are going to be working with the charity Give Us Wings to raise money for, I think, urban development in Uganda. We're going to be doing a charity auction on Sunday. Give Us Wings is here, and they are going to have a table set up at the vendor hall right nearby it. So show them some love. They're doing great work, and save a little bit of cash for the charity auction because we've got some fun stuff. And then I also want to thank this man here, Chase Hedges. I want to thank, where's Charlie? There's Charlie over there. And I especially want to thank Corey Wood over there, who, if you don't know, Corey is also the con chair of Ponyville Cider Fest. Who went to Cider Fest one of the past years? Fun con, right? Woo! It's coming again this October. A lot of us work on both conventions, but this guy here and these three people, without them, this event would not be happening right now. So if I could get a round of applause for these guys, just off the bat. You want to ask something?
And the same goes for Mike Bernstein here too, because he, not only the first year that we had this, he came to us and said that he wanted to help us out, and without his help, I don't think this convention would have even happened because of all the knowledge that he presented. So let's give Mike a round of applause as well. So, my real question for everybody here, who's ready to have an extravaganza this weekend?
You know who I think might be ready to help with that is some voice talent.
I think you might be right.
I think, because these guys, I know a lot of them came here to hear me talk about safety. And some of the people in the back are here for the insurance adjusters
Joke's
seminar.
on you guys.
That's down the hall.
Safety convention.
No, I think we should introduce some show staff. What do you think?
I think that might be a good idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah!
I can't really hear that really well. I need to hear you guys a little bit better. Are you guys ready for that?
All right. So, you want to do the first one? Or should I?
Go ahead.
He's somewhere back there. Vincent Tong. Yes, you're like, ooh. Yeah, that's you. We got a table. We're gonna sit. Let's make this classy. Vincent here is the voice of Flash Sentry, and also I don't.
Garble the dragon. Yeah. And Donut Joe. I guess that's Donut Joe. Or Pony Joe, sometimes they call him.
This afternoon, he's doing ping pong with Vincent Tong.
Ping pong with Tong.
You forgot one more person, Mike.
I did?
Yes, I also do Prince Blue Blood.
Oh.
Yes, of course. How could you forget me?
I think we all did. It was repressed. Do you want to introduce the next person?
Sure. Is there an order? Well, since I play Garble, the dragon.
Oh yes.
Why don't I introduce another dragon?
And before you do, everybody, this is her first convention of any kind ever.
Here she is, Allie Milner!
If you want, yeah.
I want to sit.
This is a quick
Hi,
intro.
everyone. How do you feel? This is so much fun for me. I'm already having the best time ever. Yeah.
Allie, who do you voice?
I'm Princess Ember.
Dragon.
Dragon Lord Ember. First female Dragon Lord. Pretty cool.
So how are you liking the convention scene so far of all 3 minutes you've seen of it?
Oh my god. I'm so obsessed with this. It's incredible. This is so cool.
So yesterday, a little behind the scenes here, I'm talking to Allie, and she goes, well, I didn't know whether or not I should bring another bag for merchandise. So
No, somebody tweeted that I should bring another bag for merchandise, and I was like, now that I'm seeing all these things that you guys have created out there,
that's just the hallway. That's not the menu.
I'm overwhelmed. It's incredible.
All right, well, so Tom got to announce somebody. You get to announce the next one.
Do you remember everyone's names?
Me?
Yeah, you gotta introduce someone.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay, you're right.
Of course I remember everyone's names.
It was a joke, Allie.
I know, but now I'm like freaked out.
I know.
It all messed
It
up.
worked.
Well, do I have to say like who they played and everything? Or
No, that's fine.
Do you need a program?
Can you do it? I'm a little overwhelmed.
Are you? It's okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Well, who do you want to introduce? I can. No. I can tell you. Who
This is why we have panel moderators. Kelly Sheridan.
Kelly Sheridan.
Kelly.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our little village. We're so happy to have you here. Not creepy at all, right?
Okay,
She's
so
good now. She's good.
obviously she plays Starlight Glimmer. How are like in Minneapolis?
It's awesome. Yeah. I haven't been to the Mary Tyler Moore statue yet, so that's on the list because I want to pose beside her. I need a pom-pom beret, so I'll find that later today.
I'm confident you'll make it after all.
Yeah, we're having a great time. I mean, we just got here last night, but it's awesome so far. It's so nice to see all of you guys. Are you guys having fun? Sure, I'll introduce the next person. Who's it gonna be?
Here's the menu.
Oh.
There's only one that's not
I'll have
available
one of these.
right now. There's only one that's not available, President.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Larson.
So it's gotta be Larson.
I'm told. Okay. If everybody could do me a favor and tweet to Larson, get here already.
Yeah.
Just all of you guys do that at some point here. Just say, Larson, get here. Now, he'll be here around 1:30.
You know what he's gonna do? We're all gonna be introduced, we'll all be up here, and he's gonna like rappel out of the ceiling.
So that's Hasbro.
Scattering Sharpies into the audience. Doing like an aerial silks routine. I also have a briefcase full of Sharpies. Scott Kinnersley gave it to me, so suck it, Larson. Okay, but enough about him. So our next guest is a guest that I just met for the first time 2 weeks ago, and she's absolutely delightful. She puts the apple in all of your pies. Allie Heed!
Welcome.
Hi, everybody. So nice to be here, and I'm so looking forward this weekend to hang out with you guys.
She's here all the way from Sweden.
All the way from Sweden. I traveled here by the airplane, and I just arrived here, and I'm so happy, you know. This is my Swedish accent. Do you understand it? Yes. Holy, meatball. Yes, you're holy.
Well, you did voice for Spitfire famously, but you actually do a lot of the other voices on the show as well.
Yes,
For the Swedish dub.
I'm Spitfire with the apple pie, and I am, let's see, I'm Spike the Dragon, you know, the little guy. And
I'm Sweetie Belle. I'm having so much fun, especially when I'm singing for her. It's so much fun.
I'm Miss Shirley, and Princess Cadence, and Queen Chrysalis.
She is the show in Sweden.
And I'm
It's just the Annalie Heat show.
the Emily, yeah. And I'm the singing voice of Rainbow Dash, and also the singing voice of Pinkie Pie. And more, but you know, I'll tell you later.
So you get to announce someone now.
Ooh, I get to announce them. Okay. I don't want to announce anyone. I just want to sit here and talk to you.
You can announce both of you.
Well, there is a lady here, and she is kind of striped, and she has this thing going on with the rhyming. I can't come up with anything right now, but here she is, and the surname is
Brenda Griswold! You already have a plushie. That's awesome.
That's all I'll say. More to come. How's everybody? We're very excited to be here. Very excited. So nice kickoff. And yes.
And so Brenda obviously plays Zecora, but I think you also play... Yeah, you do, yeah. So you guys know Muriel? She also plays Muriel in the show, the donkey. Yeah. Frankie Doodle's wife, their long lost love.
Matilda, that's why everyone's confused.
Muriel. It was Margaret.
Started with an M.
Margaret? Is that you? Margaret?
And somehow I answered, so I don't know.
I know.
A little jet lag there.
Well, so we have one more voice actress here, and like I said, Larson is on his way. Larson. Larson. You'll know he's here by the smell of Sharpie. Wafting through the halls in a haze of dark purple. One last person here. I can announce them because...
Do it, Mike.
Unless you guys... It's Muriel, yeah. It's Margaret herself, Marika Hendricks. So you have to tell them what voices you do.
I play Gilda. And Sonata.
Tacos!
And how do you like Minneapolis?
I like it. I went to see Paisley Park yesterday. It was sad. It was super sad.
I haven't even been there myself.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been there. Paisley Park's in, I think, Chanhassen, isn't it?
Yeah. You know how to say it? I don't know how to say it.
How would you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sad. Really sad. But anyway.
So, everybody, all the voice talent here this weekend. There's going to be a voice actor panel today. There's a voice actor panel tomorrow. And they're also going to be doing autographs throughout the weekend. Again, some of these guys have special VIP events that you can buy tickets for. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell. Yes, Taco Time with Marika Hendricks is going to be popular. It's Taco Tuesday on Saturday.
Oh, it's totally. Sonata would be so confused.
I get the feeling she would put up with it because it's taco.
She would be like,
So everybody, once again, thank you for coming out to Minneapolis. Let's give these guys a round of applause for coming out here.
And if you want to have some apple pie with me at 8 tonight, you know where to go for apple pie.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having us.
Have a good convention. Have fun. See you next week. Thank you for coming out.
Say hello to the vlog.
He's vlogging. He's vlogging. We know about those vloggers out there.
It's a bad habit.
It's a terrible habit to break.
Welcome to Music Class 101. In case anyone thought this was actually a Bronies Rack panel, sorry. I'm here to teach you the basics of being an idiot.
Before we begin, though, I want to give a shout out to Paleo as a professional mic stand. You can put that in your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Guys, MLP MSP 3!
Yeah?
2016!
The trilogy is now completed. We should go back and make a prequel trilogy about MSP.
Oh.
Misa Brony!
Or we could go the James Cameron route, just keep making sequels until people are like,
why? Why?
4 sequels.
Or we will remake the first MLP MSP and call it a reboot or a continuation.
Oh, you could just call Pocahontas the convention.
Why not?
Why not? How's everyone doing out there? Alright, so since it's nice and early, we're gonna warm up a little bit, okay? So we got different sections here. We got this half and this half, okay? So this half, make a little bit of noise. This half, make a little bit more noise. You can do that. Alright, they're showing you up, guys. Let's hear it. Come on. I know they're challenging. Don't let them beat you. Come on! Everybody together!
Who's excited for MLP MSP? Who's voting for Trump? I like how I'm like, who's excited for MLP?
you guys for joining us this early Friday. Well, actually, it's noon, isn't it?
It's high noon.
Oh, boy. It's high noon.
Where's Larson? Don't worry, he's right here.
Come on, don't act like you actually care where Larson is.
Scared right now.
And speaking of Larson, we do need to tell them about a thing.
Oh yeah, so Larson apparently has a second book that's like being sold early at this convention.
Yeah, like 3 weeks early.
Yeah. So how many of you all read Pennyroyal Academy? Yeah. Well, I guess the sequel is going to be sold here at the convention early.
Yeah, it's
so
right out there.
Yeah, near the I guess where
Where near the registration.
We get it first. What did he pay you?
Nothing. He held us at gunpoint.
You're gonna make that plug again.
Draft is ranting in the back.
We get the world premiere of it.
What's that, Draft?
Okay, so Pennyroyal Academy 2.
Yeah.
I had them announce this at pain of death. But Pennyroyal Academy 2, we get it before anyone else in the globe. So, yeah.
Even Muriel?
Is Muriel in it?
Yes. It's actually one giant fan fiction about Muriel. And her love of Sharpies.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Half of the pages are actually just college ruled notebook. three whole binder punch.
It's a Courage the Cowardly Dog
Crammed in
fan.
there in a trapper keeper.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. Wow. Yeah, you talked me into it. So just so everybody knows, as far as the schedule goes for today, this is actually a really jam-packed one for us this Friday. After this panel, we're going to be doing a podcast panel.
Yeah.
So it's going to be just as goofy, a little bit more random.
And that'll be in the secondary hall or whatever.
Yeah, and then tonight is when our Who's Line panel is going to be at 6 o'clock. Who's going to be there for that?
Good. Speaking of which, we will I have some note cards, and later on this panel, or maybe some other panel, we're doing, need you guys to help submit some ideas for scenes from the hat, and Who's Line has a game called Who's Line where we read prompts, so if y'all want to help with that later, we'll do that.
Yes. You guys going to help us out with that? Yeah, good. So, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to kind of kick things off a little bit here, warm things up. This is the first panel of MLP MSP, so we got to do it right? Yeah. Right. So, what we're going to be doing is, we'll jump into Q&A pretty quickly, and for Q&A, this microphone right here is the golden chalice.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we'll form a line somewhere, and you all will pass this microphone to the next person in line.
Yes, teamwork, guys.
Do Q&A that way.
Yep. So that's what we're going to be working on. I got some questions. Some of these are kind of rehashed from opening ceremonies because Draft stole them from me. But how many of you, this is your first convention? All right, so we do have some first timers in here. I always ask this question at a Bronies React panel. How many people, is there anyone here who has no idea what Bronies React is? Draft. So there are a couple hands that went up. So you guys have no idea, Bronies React, no clue. Good. This is not the panel that's going to convince you to watch anything, just so you know. No, so for those that don't know, Bronies React is a series on YouTube that was started, gosh, at this point, what, 5 years ago? It's been a while. It's crazy how many years it's been going on. And it started out kind of just as a spoof to a video called Teens React to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, made by the Fine Brothers, who's been on everyone's good terms in the last few months. And they put out a video, and it wasn't the most, I guess, uplifting from others' point of view. And we said, hey, why don't we have some fun with it? So we did, we spoofed it, and it got a lot bigger than I ever anticipated. So we started a series. We typically react to episodes or sometimes something going on in the fandom related. Typically it's episodes these days, but I wanted to say right at the beginning, because I'm sure some people here, everyone's gonna shake their head no, like no, we really don't care, but is anyone wondering where the season 6 premiere react is? Are you guys like, what the heck, AC Race Best? Yeah? Well,
it's all that Zootopia.
Yeah, no, it's all Zootopia. No, something happened recently. I made a bit of a mistake. You see, YouTube has a very, I guess, it has strict policies when it comes to uploading content. And sometimes I get lazy with how I do, say, video conversions or whatnot, and I've learned that, hey, sometimes if I just upload something to YouTube and then download it from YouTube, hey, now I can use it in Sony Vegas. This is easy. Well, don't do that with MLP episodes. Because my channel got a slap on the wrist, and I went, uh-oh. Luckily, it was just a warning, but my channel technically is on probation right now. So I'm playing it safe. So essentially what happened was I got the React pretty much to its ready completion, and then that happened the following day, and I went, oh, this is bad. So I'm hoping within the next few weeks it's gonna be live, but that's kind of what's holding me up right now. Everything's pretty much there, it's just, I can't upload it to YouTube right now. So, sorry about that, guys. I learned a valuable lesson in that they still do give strikes on YouTube. Luckily, I didn't get one, technically. Yet.
Yeah, if you got one, it would have been 6 months.
It would have been longer.
Yeah.
Now here's the funny thing, is that when I did these file conversions, I set it up for 2 episodes to upload, it just privately, so I download them off and get rid of them. The funny thing is that when the first one went up, I noticed that it, said it was blocked worldwide, and I'm like, ooh, I haven't seen that in a long time. And so I looked, and sure enough, there was a message on my YouTube channel as the other one was uploading, and it was at like 85%. And I see this message that says, hey, just so you know that you're kind of in trouble right now, but not too much in trouble. However, if you get another video blocked worldwide in the next month, you're in trouble. You've never seen me pull a plug on a laptop so quickly, turn off, stop uploading, because the other episode was about to go up, and that would have been bad. So my apologies, guys. That episode should have been live at this point, but I had that minor issue. It is coming, it will be done. We got some surprises in there for you. So yes, season 6 premiere, Brody's React, is on its way, I promise. Sure, I heard that. Right. It's funny because there's people who always get upset because I'll put out something saying, hopefully it's out in the next few weeks. And then I always get people that are like, he lied. Sorry, I just, yeah. And I haven't put out a full-on explanation, I guess, out there. I just said it's been a YouTube issue, but essentially, yes, it was a copyright-related YouTube issue. And like I said, it was my fault, so. I learned a lesson. I also figured out a much better way to convert video files, so everyone wins. All right. So should we go into Q&A?
Sure. All right, so we have the mic here, and if y'all want to form a line, let's say, I see there's a camera in the middle, so I don't want to block it. Y'all want to form a line, let's say, right up here in this side of the, it makes sense right there? Yeah?
Yeah, and that,
yeah,
area.
I like that side right there. So if you guys have a question, it could be anything goofy, it could be related to Brony's React, related to whatever these guys do up here with me. It could be anything. Anything. You guys are so quiet. Why? Make noise. I liked your style. Shrill yelling. Hi there.
Hi. So, what's your favorite joke anyone has ever told you?
Ooh, the favorite joke anyone's ever told me? Okay, so there was this chess one that someone told me once this morning. She looked kind of like you, actually, who told me this joke. So this girl is a little jokester here. Why don't you tell everybody a joke?
Go on.
You choose.
No. Should I do the sorority girls or the chess one?
Do the sorority girls.
Okay. Why do sorority girls travel in odd numbers?
Why do they travel? Oh. It's all right. Round 2. Keep it coming. Another one.
So a bunch of chess enthusiasts walk into a hotel. They're checking in and talking about all the chess games they won. The manager walks up and tells them to leave. When they ask why, he says, I don't want a bunch of chestnuts boasting in the open foyer.
So no one beat you there. Hi.
What's up?
Are you going to do a Zootopia react?
Why would you even ask that?
Funny, that one comes out immediately.
Is there anyone here who hasn't seen Zootopia?
Good. Don't fall for
What the hell, guys?
It's trying to go past Frozen.
It's a peach.
What the Tartarus, guys?
You have a Zootopia.
No. Nah.
Yeah. No, it's
a very bad movie.
Speaking of copyright, I've never dealt with Disney head-on, so I'm a little bit more nervous with them. Yeah, well, I've seen some people post like blind reactions with like the whole movie playing in the corners.
Well, how can they see it if they're blind?
Next question. Hi.
It's me again.
Hi. Oh.
Yeah, it's me.
Straight from Sahara
I was
Square.
wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
If you like to what?
Meet.
Meat?
Meat.
I love meat.
He doesn't, except for the vegetarians.
They still like it, they just won't admit it.
Okay. Whenever you're editing your videos, do you ever come to any problems that you just like find really hard to fix?
Like copyright from YouTube?
That wasn't editing related.
No, something different, like it's just not doing what you want it to do.
Yeah, there's been times, I'm sure you guys, you guys make a lot of videos yourselves. Do you ever have that kind of thing come up?
I'm trying to think of something recently.
Editing for me is pretty simple where I'm just throwing things in the timeline. Like, I'm not like a PMVer where it's all fancy with the effects or anything.
Yeah.
So, any editing problem is going to be more like
a rendering issue or something.
Yeah. If Vegas is like, after you spend an hour rendering, it's like, by the way, didn't work.
There's sometimes like with the reacts where timing is one thing I'm very careful with, because I'm like, when it comes to comedy, I feel like timing is a huge part of it.
That's all it is, really.
Yeah, and so that's like one thing that sometimes I'll just be like, this joke isn't working, until I finally realize, oh, I just made a bad joke. So yeah, so sometimes, you'll get things that come up. I think when it comes to making a video, specifically something that like, I guess sometimes it takes more discretion to actually cut something out that won't be as good, but it's sometimes harder to cut things out. I think like sometimes you're like, I want to keep it all, but I feel like it lends itself to making a better product if you can condense things down to the best of the best.
One last thing, you want to hear a joke?
Yes, sure.
Okay, a pony walks into the bar. The bartender says, why the long face?
Is it bad that I was waiting for the punchline? I was going to say, why do you walk into a bar? It sounds like it hurts.
Speaking from personal experience, it does. Anyway, so I saw a video of you guys at a different con. I can't remember which one it was, but you were talking about doing Race Fest. You were talking about doing the editing on Bronies React to friendship games, and you mentioned how Black Griffin gave you like 2.5 hours worth of stuff to sift through, and I'm sure that about half of that, or 75%, was him just complaining about how he says he went flat on that one note. But that said, it made me wonder, what's the record for how much someone says, like, here, 30-minute episode, bunch of content?
It's Gabe, every time. Like that's why when you got specific to which react it was, I was going to be like, well, technically, it's not just that react. The reason that I get so much footage from Gabe isn't so much him ranting, it's that he's so spontaneous that he sings me about 15 songs per react. Like, sings to me. Like, it's not just him singing, it's him like, Race, this one's for you. And then he'll just go, and I'm like, thank you. Tangents are that guy's masterpiece. It's just, he can just go in any direction, and then he'll stop and just have this moment and look at the camera and go, sorry, and they'll hit play. So yeah, no, Gabe, I get a lot of footage from him, and he apologizes every time, but it's fun because like I don't see Gabe as often as I see like Saber. So for me, it's like, well, hey, it's like we're kind of hanging out, because he'll just talk to me the whole time. He'll be like, Race, don't put that in the react. You're like, okay, Gabe, I won't put it, you can't hear me right now. So yeah, no, Gabe, I don't know what the actual record for footage is, but I think I once got close to 4 hours of footage.
4 hours from Gabe?
Yeah, but that was for friendship. No, I don't know if it was for an Equestria Girls movie.
Good Lord, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Was that?
I'm probably exaggerating, but he deserves it. Release all of it. I'll get another copyright strike.
From Gabe.
From Gabe. Hello there, Hasbro. That's the villain.
I just wanted to say I'm a vegan.
What's that?
I don't have a question, I just want to say I'm a vegan.
Hi, vegan.
I'm kidding. But, you said something about you found out a way to like do video conversions really easy. What would that way be? 'Cause I really need to know.
Okay, so sometimes you learn things the hard way, and that was me for this scenario. What happened was, I've always tried to find better ways of converting videos for free. And I realized recently, after this issue came up, that I guess you can convert certain video files through VLC player. And I was like, oh, that's actually really easy. So if you just look up like VLC video convert, and literally there's a button that says convert video. And I went, oh, what an idiot I am. So thank you, Mom. So
also, he may be the reason that you're, because, you know, he may be the reason you got copyrighted first.
Oh, thanks, Hasbro. Yeah, speaking of,
here comes the cease and desist. You know, funny story, there was a time where, so, what was the DVD, like Shout Factory?
Yeah. Shout Factory.
They went on a rampage about, oh, thank you, Hasbro.
Yeah.
So there was a time where Shout Factory was going like full, like crazy mode and just blocking anything that was, whatever they distributed on YouTube. And this included Hasbro's YouTube channel, where Hasbro uploaded an episode of MLP where like a scene from it, and they got blocked by Shout Factory. So their distributors blocked them on YouTube. It's like, yeah, YouTube, you're a flawless system.
I've actually,
don't worry, it's still
knock on wood. A lot of people have asked if I've had issues with like the reacts and copyright, and other than Hasbro just going, oh, this is ours, but you know, we're just going to put an ad on it, I haven't had any major issues. Because it wasn't my first time ever doing that file conversion through YouTube with an episode before, so that's where I'm like, you know, I should probably play it safe right now in case something changed with Hasbro's policy on YouTube, just in case I find out the hard way, it's not going to like knock things out for 6 months. So I'm playing it very safe. I'm walking on thin ice, guys, all right? So learn from my mistakes, okay?
Well, you need to make sure that when you, I guess, use a source like that on YouTube, that you do your best to make it like yours, like add visuals to it, talk over it.
Yeah.
Don't just upload footage that's kind of like by itself.
Yeah, I recently did a video for a Frederator of the Powerpuff Girls like top 10 pop culture thing.
Yeah.
And when I uploaded the video, it didn't get hit at all because like I think it's because what Frederator wanted me to do is like use the because Powerpuff Girls is in like 4:3, so you make like a zoom in version of it and then blur it and it's in the background so that it doesn't really.
It's transformative.
Yeah.
What's funny is if there's a company on YouTube that's the most notorious, at least in my experience when it comes to copyright, it's Viacom. I tried to do a top 10 scary, I guess, cartoons, whatever, back in Halloween, during Halloween. And I tried to get this footage from Ren and Stimpy, and I did all I could to like mutate it and make it look like you can barely even tell it's Ren and Stimpy. But Viacom's like, you can still make that out. Blocked. Like they'll block you. There's no copyright like third party because there's usually a company. If it's their content, what they'll do is they'll claim the AdSense for your video and it goes to them. But they'll let you keep it up. But Viacom, they will block it because they want you to.
Was it a worldwide block?
Yes.
You didn't get
except for like Germany.
You didn't get a. Oh, thank you, Germany.
Thank you, Germany.
You don't see a single music video, but you get this Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. That's 5 seconds of it.
So you almost got fully worldwide. Oh no, there was that. I just said that I never had an issue, but actually there was that that one thing that popped up. I don't know if you guys saw it I think like a month or two ago, where I had a react to get blocked in 256 of the like 174 countries in the world or something. And I was like, oh, that's really impressive.
Planets watching
there were like 80 extra countries that I got blocked in that don't exist. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then it ended up getting resolved. It was, I think, it ended up just getting blocked in like Germany. But somebody hit the wrong button and it went over like a bunch of videos. And it was, I just laughed. I was like, that's funny. It was the season 2 finale that got hit, but that went away. So, hi. Yo. Hope that answers your question.
No, never. I almost forgot what my question was. What was the most ridiculous thing you've probably ever done or seen in one of your videos? Maybe around Brony's React mainly.
You know, I'm going back a ways. I made a video a long time ago called 25 Brony You Should Know. And the whole premise of it, it was my 10,000 subscriber special. And the whole premise, because a lot of people got on me about the grammar, they're like, it should be bronies. I'm like, no, the joke is that I'm everyone being all these other bronies in the community. So like, starts off, I was Saber Spark, and I was talking about lists, because at the time, we made lists, it was relevant at one point. And like Tombstone was in it, and all these other guys. And I made a living Tombstone mask with this like really wacky face, if you guys have ever seen that. And I made it like a full-on mask and everything, and I did the dancing, but the thing that I did in addition to that was I drove around in my car with this mask on, but I couldn't see where I was going.
It's safe, it's safe.
Not recommended, but it turned out mostly okay. What about you guys? Wackiest things?
For Bronies React or for anything?
Pretty much anything.
In general.
I remember, okay, so we all have our embarrassing stories as we grow up and, you know, get a camera and film something stupid. And back when I was like in middle school, I was at a family reunion and my cousins and I decided to recreate Lord of the Rings. And I was very passionate over the battle scenes. And like, it's always cringy to look back on your previous work. Because it will always be cringy. You'll always look, but it's a stepping stone. And we wanted to recreate the Battle of Minas Tirith. And my cousin Trevor was like the one orc. But for some reason he decided to wear like a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. And he had this yarn blonde wig because he was going through a Civil War phase and he was General Sherman, but as an orc. Why not? Still better than the Hobbit movies. So there was, he's behind the door and we're recreating the scene with the gates falling down. And I have a little toy bow and arrow. And the arrow kind of slips out when the door opens. So I had the brilliant idea of taking the bow and just slapping him with it. And he turns his back around when I'm doing this. And I just slap him. He goes, ah! I just look at this blood-curdling scream. And as we're filming this, we just hear all the parents like, ah! And this is like, they run in there.
The rest of the orcs.
Shooting us out. So we look back on this and we're like, that was great.
Where is this video? Why is it not on YouTube?
My cousins have it. Apparently they have it in their archive of cringe.
That needs to be uploaded.
We also recreated Napoleon Dynamite. And it was weird because like, it was so disjointed where like my cousin Kevin was trying to do the scene where he feeds Tina, like, no, eat the food. But we obviously didn't have an alpaca, so we had the brilliant idea of just flinging it, this whatever it was, like macaroni into the darkness and just pretend that Tina the llama or alpaca was in like the forest. So it's really creepy. Like when you watch it by itself, it's like some horror movie like Babadook, where it's like, eat the food, and you just throw the macaroni into the darkness of the forest.
The creature admits itself.
We also made a Samurai Jack, like with Lego.
Where are these videos?
And it's so disjointed because we could edit. We just filmed it. So you're watching us with these little dental. Oh my God! We made a Lord of the Rings Two Towers recreation, and we did the scene with Gandalf's fall where I took a Lego that looked like Gandalf because I in my house at the time there's like this I guess you can stand up near the staircase and see the next floor down below. And so the camera's looking up, and we have Gandalf with dental floss falling down, and my toy Rancor tied to dental floss as the Balrog, and you see like them slowly kind of dripping down with the dental floss, and you hear like the CD player in the background playing the music, and you can hear the door opens. My mom's like, "What's going on?" Just closes the door.
Wow.
Good times.
I made a whole movie during my high school years.
Yeah?
With a bunch of my friends, yeah. At some point I think I'm gonna try and find a way to re-upload that, but that has so much music that it's probably gonna be like, just
No, there's so much old school cringe. Like here's one last thing. Like, because when it comes to these memories, they kind of just hit you out of nowhere. You're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Back in 6th grade, and I tweeted this a few days ago, some of you might have heard. Back in 6th grade, I decided I was inspired by Saving Private Ryan. I'm like, I love this movie, it's so beautiful. To write my own fanfic about D-Day. Which is really stupid, because I'm writing a fanfic about historical events. So I'm like, day 6 on the beach. Was it? How long was that? There's a bit of a conflict when you're like, how long were they on the beach for again? It's been 3 weeks, whatever. So, D-Day fanfic, top that.
If you ever like hit 1 million subscribers, or when you do, you need to like release those videos and like do a reading of that fanfic.
Yeah, all at the same time. You got a question?
Yes. Sorry.
Do y'all ever believe that? Hasbro has been using your videos as ideas for other episodes?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Well, the videos, it's free advertisement for them. We're making content about their stuff, so it's like people like ponies. And sometimes they'll like put an ad on your video saying, if you like this Hasbro video, check out this. And it's like, Hasbro, you didn't even make that video. Stealing our content.
So yeah, as far as them like taking ideas and using them in other episodes or whatnot, I know that as far as like the writers go, that's like a thing that they have to be very careful about, is avoiding fan works.
They can't touch it.
For that exact reason, because in the event that they actually have the same idea as someone else that wrote the story, it's you know, being able to be like, no, I literally didn't know this existed.
Because there'll be coincidence. I mean, of all these people in the world, like there was something to do with Coldplay where some person's like, hey, you stole my, oh god, the one with, shoot, like there's a song about like Napoleon? Do you know what I'm talking about? Viva la something? Viva la Vida. Viva la Vida, yeah. Some musicians, like, they stole my song, but it really came down to coincidence where it's like, no, it's just kind of
it was like the Pokemon song theme, like the... Yeah, like the cave thing from like Gold and Silver, like it sounds like Coldplay.
Really?
Yeah.
That was something different.
Yeah. It was a different one?
Something like
that.
Was
I know it was one of the Coldplay songs.
So, 2 questions. First off, who's the necromancer in your group? Because I'm sure you guys kill each other on a quite often basis.
Gul'dan. And that's a Warcraft joke. You should watch the movie. The necromancer, Larson showed up for an episode or so too.
Yeah.
He uses money to fuel his fell magic. It's green.
Yeah, I think Larson would cover that. Though someone once asked, like, if you guys were all in a fight to the death.
I love these questions.
And we all, I think, before the question ended, was like, Gabe.
No, well, okay, so if there was a brawl with every single person who's ever been in British React, like, because Snowflake was in there, and he's like army, like buff, and also Dusty Cat's like a giant, and then Emmy Larson's armed with money and Sharpies. But Gabe is also like scary, like, because he was in the Navy. And
Gabe's the kind of person you expect to just be like, hi, but like know the right spot to pinch the nerve.
We did that to Jack's blade. Like we like hit him in the pecs, and then he's like, okay, now push your arms down, and Jax couldn't like push.
Jax is another one.
Yeah, Jax is another one. We get destroyed. I feel like everyone would go for him first because they hate him.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we got that out of the way. Who's next? But like Gabe one time taught me how to kill a person, and I was like, he was like, you saved her. I'm like, what? He's like, you want to know how to kill a person? I'm like, sure. And he's like, so this is how you do it. I'll show you all.
Hey Leo, why don't you be his?
No.
What's the need for it? You know the last time that you.
Moms will be walking out, they'll be like, this is the Brownies, and this is how you kill a person.
Wait, why are we showing this on a panel? This isn't good stuff to.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. Yeah. Okay.
If a changing ever comes after you. So
wow.
Apparently, what you do is, Gabe said, you take your hand like this and you go like that, and apparently it snaps their neck and instantly kills them. So my favorite episode of My Little Pony, though, it has to be the season premiere when Celestia learned how to destroy a changeling. Because Gabe
by snapping their neck. That was my favorite one, yeah.
These are times where I wish the con heads walk by. There's one right now. Draft! Do you want to know how to kill a person?
That's probably the last one who wants this information to get out.
Draft.
I talked to you specifically.
Dude, you told me that I'm talking about this stuff. I thought it's really neat.
I told you no deaths this year.
Why not?
Just one draft?
But
last year.
Listen, all right?
I can only hide so many bodies in the draft.
Why haven't you taken them out of your Civic since last year?
That's
No, I think we're good.
We're good. By the way, this is one of the con chairs. They work really hard, so shout out. Also to the AV team back there. Okay, so the secondary hall for the panel, or for the convention, what floor?
It's upstairs, so there's an escalator right over there. Some people have been confused. There's a sign, but just in case you're confused.
What's your button say? Everything is fine, and everything's on fire. All right, so on that little tangent, next question.
So the actual question I was going to be asking you guys is about the, have you guys had much interaction with the actual group who does the reacts? Like, have they...
From the
Fine Brothers?
Yeah.
Wait, the actual reacts. I beg your pardon.
The professionals. No, Riz.
The comedians. No, when I released the first react, there were a lot of people that were going to their page and their channel and everything going, you guys need to react back because they reacted to you guys and it'd be funny. And I was kind of slightly like hoping just to see what would happen here. And of course they completely ignored it, which I wasn't surprised about because we weren't very nice to their reactors, but they, as far as like any direct interaction, which is probably a good thing, because I imagine any direct interaction with the Fine Brothers would have probably not ended.
I don't think we really fall on their radar as far as them really caring, because they have like, well, they had 14 million subs. So I guess
now they're down to 13.8.
I think they recovered.
Losers.
What's funny is, so they were in PR mode. I mean, they've been hurting things, not hurting, they're still doing fine. Like, a channel that big, like, you have to do something absolutely catastrophic, like, get on your video and start talking about, like, Nazism if you want to shoot your channel that hard.
Yeah.
What they did was a mistake. Like, and it's actually amazing how close they were to actually succeeding. If they would have waited for their video to come out a week after, the paperwork would have gone through, and it would have been a lot harder to remove what they had done.
And for those that don't know, they were trademarking the word react.
Yeah, they wanted to like trademark it and say if you wanted your own React videos, you can work with our network for free. And it's like, no. You guys are trying to pretty much call React your own, and that's not fair. And the internet, or YouTube backlashed hard on them, and
the Fine Brothers settled. They settled hard.
I mean, they decided to go ahead and just back off and say, like, they didn't officially apologize. They said, like,
I think it just said an apology, and then
and they said like, this is a bad idea.
They're sorry they got caught. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I think they're like, but there has been another event with like something to do with fair use, and there was an account open to raise money for people who get in trouble with YouTube copyright and lawsuits. And they donated like $10,000 to that because they had a little note saying this is bigger than any of us. We got to make sure YouTube's fair.
That's the thing with H3, right?
Yeah, with H3. So they made a mistake. I don't think they're pure evil, but yeah, they definitely made a.
But you guys are the original.
Thank you. By the way, I want to go and do
we're
this.
the original, as we parodied them.
I need to borrow a hat. Does anybody have a hat I can borrow? Can I use yours? Okay, bring it on up here. So for Whose Line, we do a game called Scenes from a Hat. And what we usually do is we have the audience write down on cards, thank you, scenes for us to react to, like things you can say at a convention but not at a wedding, or unlikely characters in Equestria, or what would Trump say if
just stop there.
What would Trump say? Yeah. So it can be anything, just trying to keep it, PG. I'm gonna put the cards. I think I'm gonna do put them back there near the water, and y'all can write down your suggestion and put it in the hat. And also, we'll figure something else out for Whose Line, for the actual Whose Line.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna walk back there and do that. Y'all can keep asking your questions if you want to.
Yep. We'll keep going as far as this goes. You guys will be able to hear us back there, so don't be shy. The more suggestions that we get for this, the better. So please, if you guys have anything, feel free to throw something down. So yes, next question.
I just want to say that Judy Hopps is best buddy.
Saber, they can't hear you. Yes, no, I agree.
Kind of hoping to see you show up in a Nick Wilde costume or something.
Me?
Awesome.
You know.
Is there time for 2 questions, or I don't know what
time? Yeah.
Okay, I know the line's really long and stuff. So first, how horse famous do you have to be on Bronies React?
It's never been about the horse fame. Horse famous is such a funny term, anyways. I think this react will actually kind of go to show whenever I get asked this question. It's more about impact than it is about numbers. It's more, and maybe on a personal side, like for me, I like to bring in people who have made an impact on the community. In some cases, I like to bring in people who have made a personal impact on me. Typically, it's, you made me laugh. That's really funny.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, because of those other guys.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And it's, because when I started this, when this became a series, I had this, what I wanted to do was have like several people who were like the main core reactors, and then bring people in and kind of cycle through a lot of people. And I always like trying to have a new person in each one. It doesn't always happen, but it's like I said, it's not about like, there's not like a level of horse fame like, oh, you
have to be past this many subscribers or something.
Yeah, there's no like nothing there. It's more about, I always say impact. So like whenever people ask me like, oh, how do I get on Bronies React? And because I get asked so often, you guys probably don't see me answering the question every day on Twitter or Tumblr or anywhere, but I always tell people, hey, if you want to be on Bronies React, the best shot you can give yourself is to just make stuff, make content. If you're making YouTube videos, just keep doing it. Keep doing what you love doing. If it's music, like I said, videos, art, fanfics, whatever. Cosplays. I mean, literally anything. So yeah, I mean, that's what I always tell people is it's not so much. There's no number to it. There's no like, oh, you need this many subscribers. It's always been impact. So
yeah. We're gonna be on Brownies React.
Or Bologna React is a thing too.
They have an analyst Bronies React out. I mean, there's a lot of different
like a Russian Bronies React. Why not? It's
military.
Military Bronies React.
Yeah. Did you say you had another question?
That's a good answer. So what would be your guys' vision of a perfect season premiere finale if you have one? Like,
Washington's already off the show, so that's good enough for me.
I like the people that are like, oh.
These kids are in the audience. I don't know, I want to see a history episode. Like, we know next to nothing about Celestia and Luna.
Yeah, some kind of lore episode.
I want to know about their parents. I want to know about, like, their alicorns, if they are even a thing. Because apparently at this point, it seems more like it's a Super Saiyan kind of deal. Like, I'm waiting for Applejack to be like, my apples are destroyed. Ah! It's like, oh my god, the legendary Applejack saying whatever. So something like that, or something to like, or like Star Swirl or whatever, or Tartarus. Like, there's a lot of potential with that stuff. So that's what I like. I mean, communists are cool and all, but what's next? Fascism?
For me, I think what made the season 2 finale so big and amazing, and why a lot of us reference it as one of our favorite episodes that ever came out, was the fact that Hasbro was able to be quiet about it. Like, all we knew was there was a wedding, and they were even like putting the billboards and everything for it.
It was during the time of the royal wedding in England, or whatever. So they were like, it's the red carpet event, it was the royal wedding, whatever. Not a peep about the villain, so that was nice. It was a pleasant surprise.
They even spoofed Desperate Housewives. There was that movie that I forget what it was. Bridesmaids. Yeah. Desperate Housewives. No, like I mean,
they spoofed that one movie. What was it called again?
No, it's that I think helps really. I don't know, there was just something that was so perfect about the way that everything was presented, because nobody saw Chrysalis coming. And I think that like made it that much better.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise. Of course, next season they were like, tell everything.
Here's everything before you get there.
She gets wings. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, okay, so I have a weird question. Do you believe in ghosts, or have you had any paranormal experiences?
I got a fun story for you. Oh my god. So you believe in ghosts, or I guess supernatural experiences?
I hope you're just like, no.
I saw the Ghostbusters 2016 trailer on YouTube.
That was pretty paranormal.
That was an experience. Yeah. I was quite scared. So last Christmas 2014 or whatever, we were at this event with the Creepers in Washington D.C. called The Magic of Christmas, and we all stayed in like this big old like plantation lodge or whatever.
I know.
We were convinced that place was possessed. Like, it was the perfect setup for like, there's gotta be an Indian burial ground, there's maybe a pet cemetery somewhere, multiple demons offended by us being there. And I went back, so there was I guess, concert going on, and I went back to the lodge to go, I think grab like my phone or something like that. I remember walking down the stairs, and I heard this weird creaking, and it sounded like footsteps, and I just kind of stood still, and I'm like, hello? Hello? And the footsteps went away, and then they came back, and I was like, like I want to believe, but not that badly. How about you guys?
No.
You're like,
I do. I mean, to a point, if that makes any sense. No, I think, I like to believe that there's something supernatural and paranormal and...
It's fun, if anything.
Yeah, it's fun to, like, my girlfriend watches a lot of like those like ghost hunting shows, and some of them are like super like cheesy. Yeah. But they're just, it's fun. It's fun to just...
Ghost, are you there?
Touch my face. But one of the most paranormal things I've ever seen was at that same event, but it wasn't related to ghosts. I was sharing a room with somebody who actually has a very bad tendency of sleepwalking.
I'm a big time sleepwalker.
It's him.
I had a really weird moment. I've done sleepwalking before, but man, this was on a different level.
This was something to wake up to, I'll tell you.
Didn't I scream and run down the hall?
All of a sudden I just hear, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I just see this figure go running out the door.
He's not making this up, by the way.
It's like 4 in the morning, and at this point I'm like, oh, it's Saber. This was right after our whole like, there's a video out called Paranormal Pursuers. That's our video of us doing this like ghost hunting thing.
Yeah, we're like parodying it. Well, I kind of come to standing in my boxer briefs in the middle of this empty hallway in the dark, and I'm like, it's like the SpongeBob meme. And I just stood there and I'm like, oh, I'm sleepwalking, aren't I? And by the way, we're surrounded by people who I'm like trying to impress and everything, and I'm like, I gotta sneak upstairs before anybody sees me. Even the ghosts are like, they're kind of cringing. Oh my god, this guy's weird.
Leave that guy alone.
So yeah, sleepwalking, running around a haunted house, giving it a freak out.
There you go. Thanks for your question.
Yes.
That's an awesome story, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi.
So, as you guys have probably experienced, obviously, because you're YouTubers, there's a lot of problems with YouTube. And so, my question is, if you could change one thing about YouTube besides the copyright stuff, what would it be?
A higher...
Copyright is...
I was just going to say a higher monetization percentage.
Yeah. YouTube takes like...
Thank you.
But even then,
vote for me.
Like YouTube doesn't like, it's not as profitable as you think. Like,
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of websites, like Twitter's not made a profit since like it opened up. And you see a lot of other websites like Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram, trying their best to make a buck. Because they don't know how to really monetize their stuff. And I know you said not the copyright, but the copyright is such a huge part of it. Because fair use, when the Digital Millennial Copyright Act, that was focused mostly on like VHS, DVDs, movies, never took into account the future being YouTube and independent creators uploading content. So, like, one change they made recently was, so get this, okay, you make a video, you use 1% of footage from, let's say, a Star Wars trailer. Well, that's enough for Lucasfilm to go, we're going to claim your entire video, and all the money you're going to make off of it goes to us now. That was a problem. There's a problem where there were these companies that were like made up that would go find a popular video. Like when the Dang Daniel came out, there was this one account that was a made up network and would say like, this is our video, this is our video, this is our video. And since they're the ones accusing, YouTube would automatically side with them, and all the revenue that that video was making would go to that account without question. And after the channel would challenge it, and the copyright would be removed, that money doesn't come back to them. It stayed with the made-up company. So that's very corrupt. That's really messed up. YouTube finally addressed that, and what they did is they said when an account challenges your video and you say it's theirs, that money is now held until it's finally figured out, and then the money goes to the person who YouTube sides with. That was a good fix. That really helped a lot. That was a very small change that made a big difference for YouTubers, because it was really messed up to have these made-up companies be like, oh, that's ours. It's like, no, you guys are like from India and you have no videos. What are you doing? Like, obviously corrupt. That's my answer.
Yeah. Follow that up. No, I like that answer.
I think YouTube Red might change some things, at least make them a profit at least.
Yeah, YouTube Red's like, they're trying to like do almost kind of a Netflix-like thing with their original content, like scare PewDiePie.
Yeah. So we have about 13 minutes. I think we can make it through everyone's questions here. So before we do, thanks for your question. Before we do, I just had, for anyone that's noticing I'm on my phone all of a sudden, has anyone seen, okay, so is there anyone out there who's not aware of my affection with Zootopia? Do I like Zootopia, guys? How much do I like Zootopia?
Too much.
23.
Okay, so you guys, did you see the music video that I made? The Buy Everything?
Yes.
All right, so funny story. I posted a picture when the Blu-rays came out, and it's just a picture of me looking in Nirvana with the Blu-rays there and a big goofy smile on my face. It's funny because the co-director of Zootopia just sent me a message saying there better be a new song to commemorate us and getting the Blu-ray out. So Jared Bush just sent me that message. I just thought that was funny. That's what I was showing.
AKA the co-director's like, where's our free promotion?
Yeah, hey, come on. Anyway.
$1 billion's not enough, we need to make it 2.
What's your question?
It's me again. But of course you already knew that.
I did know that.
Anyway, I'm bored, so I'm just gonna ask 2 quick random questions.
Yes.
Jetpacks or hoverboards?
Jetpacks.
Jetpacks.
Okay.
I can't skate.
What weighs more, 200 pounds of feathers or 200 pounds of bricks?
They're the same.
Yes.
Feathers.
That's a lot of money for feathers. Any British people in the audience?
Right. Yes. Okay, thanks.
Wow. Thank you. What's up, dude?
Okay, which fanfic is your favorite besides your own?
Oh, there's no other fanfic than my own.
I don't really read many fanfics.
I used to read Rescue Ranger fanfics all the time, but I don't imagine any of you guys know about Rescue Ranger fanfics, so they exist.
I prefer fan comics.
I think during the Middle Ages, like, there were biblical fanfics. Like, Dante's Inferno is like a fanfic of the Bible. It's like, okay.
My favorite fanfic is your D-Day fanfic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Also, if you really want some ghost stories, New Orleans is pretty much the most haunted place in the U.S., I think.
I've been told that, like, a lot of those coastal cities...
I saw Princess and the Frog.
Yeah. Thank you for your question. What's up?
Any of you 3 seen Civil War?
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't alive.
You mean the War of Northern Aggression?
I mean Captain America Civil War.
Oh.
I still wasn't alive.
I still was hoping that some, like, Confederate was the villain behind it, like, like he pulls in his chair.
That sounds so nice again.
Robert E. Lee.
Okay, let's take, like, the sort of setup on Civil War and apply it to a My Little Pony episode, perhaps even a 2-parter. How do you think that might play out?
So, like, the main 6, like, dividing and fighting each other?
Oh my god, they could actually have a Hydra. I think it could work out just fine.
The villain, all he wants is Celestia's reports from 1981 or whatever. No, that could work. Like, Sweet Belle's like, Emblem, you're my friends. Or, so was I, or whatever.
We find out that, like, Rainbow Dash killed Applejack's parents.
Yeah. That's how she got Rainbow Crash. Fictional, don't worry about it.
The biggest surprise to me is that I ever got into the show. Like, yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, I just remember how gung-ho I was about not watching it, and my girlfriend was just as gung-ho and more stubborn than I was about me actually watching it, so.
I think the biggest surprise was, like, in season 2 with Derby. That was probably the biggest surprise for anybody.
That was pretty wild.
2 big surprises. We got to see her talk and say their name, and then see it be redacted or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not her real voice.
Her eyes were red. All right, thanks.
And then one more. What was your least favorite pony villain?
Sombra.
All right, awesome.
Least favorite.
Pollution.
Celestia.
Larson.
I'd have to say my least favorite's gotta be Howie Zodel, whatever. The
Howie Zodel?
Howie Zodel? Yeah.
Is that the weird looking thing that keeps showing up in the Jerry Do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just, what's going on there? It's like, calm down, guy, with your design.
Oh, that was another surprise. That was like, Daring Do is real? What?
That was just confusing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Thank you for your question.
They're just self-insert fanfics. Oh.
What is your favorite song from the show?
It's pretty good.
Well, Disturbed was going to do a cover of the. I think I'm old school. I like City First or the Rarity song.
Art of the
I
Dress.
love it so much.
Art of the Dress.
Yeah, Art of the Dress. Thank you, honey.
I remember watching. Yeah.
Art of the Dress. Yeah, I like that one.
One of my favorite songs is actually from one of the movies, from Rainbow Rocks. It's not Battle of the Bands, it's the other one. Well, one of...
Under Our Spell?
Under Our Spell?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which one
God,
it
you
is.
guys with your favorite song.
Well, it's yours favorite.
I like the one where the pony sings.
It's one of the ones from Rainbow Rocks, but I forgot the name of it.
Are they fighting, or is the intro?
No, it's like the montage when they're having the Battle of the Bands.
Under Our Spell?
What they said.
Oh, yeah, Under Our Spell, that's the one. Yeah.
Mine is the This Day aria.
This Day aria? That's a good one, yeah.
I was kind of, I always forget how fun the Smile song is. It's like, oh.
Okay, so your story about the sleepwalking gave me an idea. What is your most embarrassing sleepwalking story other than the Haunted Factory one?
Haunted Factory?
Did you like kick Carl once?
No, you told him to move because the train was coming.
Yeah, you wanted to build the railroad.
And we were at BronyCon a few years ago, and we had way too many people in our room. And our friend Carl was sleeping on the floor next to Saber's part of the bed. And the problem is they both have an issue with sleep talking or like, you know, not being all there when you guys are asleep. And Saber's like, hey, Carl, what he said, he's like, yeah? Hey, you gotta move, they're putting the train right here. And Carl was like half awake, so he was like, oh yeah. Like he moved, and then he woke up the next morning, he's like, why am I over? Oh yeah. Where are the train tracks, you liar?
I hate when I wake up and I'm like in a daze because like I'm not fully there. Like we were staying at a friend's house on Wednesday, and I took a nap and I woke up. I was still in a daze and I was walking around looking for like I'm like, where's the birdseed? I'm like, it was right here. Where's the birdseed? They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm asleep. But my biggest story. So in college, in my junior year, which was like 2010 or 11, whatever. It was during final week. I was stressed out. I was in my apartment room, and for some reason I locked my door, and I woke up that night, and I had a dream that my room was on fire, so I was freaking out, trying to get through, like, I guess the smoke. And I'm like, why is there smoke walls? And then I fell asleep again, and I woke up, and I'm like, was I on fire last night? I turn over, and I see a big old hole in my wall. I kicked a hole in my wall, because I got afraid that the smoke walls like wouldn't let me through, so I take my leg, I start kneeing the wall, and then I took my backpack and start smacking the wall.
That's not terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And my roommate apparently, I'm like, did you hear me last night? He goes, yeah. We were scared. Like, so you didn't check on me? We heard screaming.
We heard there was a fire.
And the crazy part is that like the landlord, I told him, I'm like, he's not gonna believe me. He's like, no, you're kind of a nerd. You're not partying.
Thank you.
I'm like, okay.
I don't sleepwalk, but I have a tendency to sleep talk, and I would always have it. For some reason, I was doing most of this during college, when I was in a dorm and there was someone else in my room, and I would always wake up to them asking me like, what? In my mind, it was all still going though, and I'd wake up and like realize, oh crap, I was sleep talking, so I'd quickly try to cover my tracks and be like, I just burned the asparagus.
It's always the best when your brain's still like in autopilot mode.
Yeah, because then you just sit there and I lie down and I'm like, well, I just verified that I was sleep talking.
I was in high school and I remember like I was asleep. Well, I don't remember being asleep. I was asleep, and I woke up, but I was still like I guess sleepwalking, talking. I'm like, Eureka! And I like, was sprinting through the house, and I pushed my mom's door open. I'm like, Mom! Mom! What? And I'm like, Mom. We'll put the fountain in the front yard. I just stood there, okay, I'm like,
Take that, Mom.
She's like, go back to bed. Am I asleep? And she goes, you're asleep. I'm like, okay. And I went back to bed.
So we have 2 more questions here. Thank you for your question, and we'll get through these really quickly to finish off the Bronies Rack panel.
Okay, one of the running themes of this panel so far has been cringy stories. So what's your cringiest...
What are you trying to say?
I love it. I love cringy stories.
What's your cringiest convention story?
Oh, huh.
I got kissed onto the neck.
It was
at MLP MSP. I'm not kidding. This guy walked up and said, I want a hug. And I'm like, okay. It was actually right after the Bronies Rack panel. And yeah,
I could hear it. Like I was like 10 yards away and I hear it.
And I just stood there. I was like, oh. That just happened.
You're like, what you said?
It was kind of nice, but it was weird. No, that was, the guy ended up getting, I think, kicked out of the convention. But
yeah, because the next year, like,
you gotta keep this kisser away from here.
My neck.
But for me, I mean, I completely dropped my spaghetti in front of Lauren Faust. I'm not sure. Have you all heard that story?
Have you guys seen it? There's a video of it.
I'll make this fast because this is somewhat of a long story. So we were at BabsCon in San Francisco a few months ago. Lauren Faust was there. Our room was the top floor. Grace and I just left the panel. We're in the elevator going up. We were given these balloons, and they're like little sword balloons. And we are like smacking each other with the balloons, like recreating Star Wars. And
what? I don't know. They're giving us the red light. I think they're telling us to get off stage.
Right, so we're going up in the elevator, we're fighting, and then I say when the elevator doors open, I'm like, what if Lauren Faust is there? And there she is.
Hi, Lauren.
And we're like, and just dropped our spaghetti all over.
And I just happen to have the camera rolling on the tripod, so I never it's right there as Lauren walks in.
You can see my soul like out of my body. And she was nice, and we're like, you made my childhood awesome. And she's like, thank you. Sweet.
Thank you for your question. And last one, we're going to speed this one.
This question goes out to Race, but if you had to pick between either Rescue Rangers or Zootopia, which one would you pick?
Ooh. Zootopia. I would. Why is everyone always so disappointed when I say it? The thing is the thing I tell everybody is that with Rescue Rangers, it definitely had its run with me, and I still love it. And it doesn't mean that just because I love.
He still has the runs.
Yeah. So just because I love Zootopia more doesn't mean like I love Rescue Rangers any less than I did. It's kind of like if someone said, "What do you like better, MLP or Rescue Rangers?" They'd probably be like on an even spectrum, because they. Then what? Dun dun dun! Yes. Everyone's like, well, screw you. No, Zootopia. I mean, you've seen it. Zootopia has done something to me that I
miss my friend. All right, well, on that note, we got to wrap this panel up. Thank you all for joining us. We have a podcast panel in the secondary room, I think an hour.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Upstairs. So
yeah,
thank you all.
Yeah,
have
it's
a great
2:30.
Guess what? You're about to enjoy it even more. Woo. My name is Tokens, everybody, and welcome to Family Feud. I've been hosting the game shows like these for about 4 years now, and this is actually my 3rd year doing these game shows at MLP MSP, and boy, am I glad to be back to see all you guys again. Yeah. All right, then. Thank you very much. Now, to introduce myself, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. Again, I've been doing these game shows for about 4 years. I also do vending out in the hall. I'll talk more about that later. Over here is my good friend Chris Mefford. He is a vector artist who will be doing the board today, as well as judging today's game. And Mefford, how will you be judging today's game?
Diligently.
Mark his words, people. Now, as you could probably deduce from the title of the panel and the description, this is going to be a pony-themed game of Family Feud, in which all the questions will be about My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, the Brony fandom, and virtually everything in between. Now, of course, these were surveys done directly by us, or a mix of different other sources, such as EquestriaDaily.com or the Brony, the Brony surveys, or the Brony census, I should say. So we got a couple different sources here, so I think we'll have a pretty good challenge up for you today. Now, in terms of how we're going to be picking contestants, here's how this is going to work. In my hand here, I have a deck of cards in which I have removed one of the jokers, but left all 4 kings. What's going to happen is that I am going to lay the cards down on the table, down here. I didn't break my leg. And I'm going to lay it out on the table, and I'm going to have everyone on the right side of the room here to come up and draw a card from the pile. And if you draw a king, or if you draw a king, you will be a member of the team. If you pick a joker, you will be the team captain. And actually, I told you that. Sorry, there's 4 kings in here. We're actually only going to pick. We're only going to pick 3 team members today, and you'll see why momentarily. Don't worry, it's going to be good. All right, then, and then if you pick a joker, you'll be team captain. That basically just means that you'll be the first to buzz in for the first round. You'll be the one picking the team names, and you will also be the one that gives the final answer if your team gets the chance to steal during the game. So, for the people on the right side of the room right here, make like the Price is Right and come on down. Just pick a card in any order. If it's not yours, just go discard it, and you just go to the back of the room. But, oh, that didn't take long. All right, then, I'll have you sit right here in this middle position. Joker, we got a team captain. You'll be sitting right here. We're leaving this spot empty for now. And up. Oh, that's a queen. 4, 6. And also, just a moment, I'm going to have actually stop for a second. I'm going to get my notebook right here, and I'm going to have you write all's names down. All right, then. Just keep picking. All right, then, you, sir. What's your name?
2 diamonds. Woo. Thomas Rosie Fan1.
All right, we'll just put Thomas is fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Thomas, and I'll give you a moment to think about what you want your team name to be. And you, sir?
Icewing.
How do you spell that?
I-C-E-W-I-N-G, just like it sounds.
Icewing?
Yeah.
All right, then. I-C-E-W-I-N-G. All right, keep going. You can come back. You can come back. You keep circling around until we find them. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. No, keep going until we find them. All right, then. There's 2 more. We're going to find... nope, sorry, king. We're looking for kings here. Just 2 more kings. Oh, we got a king. All right, then. You'll be sitting next to Daring Do over here. And what is your name, sir? K-E-T? What's K-T? All right, then. K-T. And we have our last king. All right, then. And your name is? Reese. All right, then. Like Kyle Reese? The Terminator. All right, then. So we got our first 4 team members picked here. And I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we'll do the same with the left side of the room. Just give me a moment. Over there, Mufford. Open the other hand.
So, yes, I have a test board right now.
Okay. We only heard one channel. Oh, and have you decided on a team name yet?
Yeah, that Super Team 3 million.
Thomas. So Thomas, what do you want your team name to be? What? All right, then I'll give you a little more time. Anyway, but I have the left side of the room now. Come up and do the same. This side. All right, then, just start picking cards until we find the Joker and 3 kings. Oh, yeah, that didn't take long. All right, can you sit in the middle position right there? What is your name, sir? Dan. All right, then. Welcome aboard, Dan. Dan. All right, and then you got Joker. What's your name? Nicholas. All right, then. All right, then. Start thinking about team names. And you'll be you sit in the middle, Dan, and then you'll sit right here. All right, then. You got a jack. You got a 10. You got a 3. Is there a balance or something?
I'll just double check that channel.
We have a king. All right, then. What's your name? Mitch. All right, then. Good on you, Mitch. You'll sit next to Dan. Looking for one more king here. And the last king. You're our final player right here. And what's your name, sir? Will. All right then. All right then. Now last we need to decide on team names. Thomas, have you deliberated yet?
Shadow Breezies.
Shadow Breezies. All right then, Shadow Breezies it is. Small but deadly. All right then, and Nicholas?
It's canon.
It's canon.
Yeah.
All right then. That's very original, actually.
Yeah.
All right then. Load those in, Mefford. And let's make.
It's not full run already yet.
All right.
Yeah. We're still trying to figure out why that speaker's dead and not working.
Okay.
We'll survive on the speakers.
All right then. All right. Sometimes you just have to work with what you got.
Try now.
Die on us.
I think we can survive on one speaker.
I don't know, I suggest for custom maintenance.
What? Oh yes, that makes much more sense.
I hate when I wake up in a bathtub full of ice and one of my speakers is
I know, right?
These are the best ones.
Are you gonna be alright?
Yeah. I thought I'd fill in for it. Yeah.
This is a dog.
Yes, I don't. I don't either. Yeah. Because it's my original character. Princess Twilight Sparkle.
So you're gonna say we need to call it good. I want to
Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal my friend's stop because you're
Okay, that's fine.
There's an address. We have a few. We don't want to say.
That's how we. Yeah, I'm so. Yeah, then it says I have to do Yep, exactly.
Okay. Master have to clean off these cards.
It should be free. That is it. You want an idea for I don't know what. Okay, it's a Photoshop.
I guess I can start the presentation, right?
You know, it's a free Photoshop. I need to make
Thank you for going on, Larson.
Oh, hey, it's Larson. Thanks, Larson.
Larson! His Sharpie rocket finally landed.
I don't smell any sharp.
This Sharpie rocket. No, we don't need another aisle.
There it is.
No. Celestial?
Deep-seated issues with her parents, and she feels them like apples. And Twilight fills the void with books because she does not have feeling for the boy.
Are we good?
Real piano at voice.
What a man of words.
Tonight I
Try again. Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, MLP, MSP. All right then. Are we? All right then. So, all right. We're just going to give a quick a debriefing before we get too far to the game. Is that just a quick word to the audience? Make sure I do expect common courtesy. Don't speak too much when the contestants are speaking, and also don't shout out any answers unless I say you can. So pretty much that's one little thing. And I think we're just about ready to start. Are you ready? Lights, camera, action. Introducing the It's Cannon team. Nicholas, Dan, Mitch, and Will. Ready for action. Play against the Shadow Breezy's team. Thomas, Icewing, Katie, and Reese. On your marks. Let's start the Family Feud. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Token. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing today? All right then. Welcome everyone to Family Feud. We've got a good one for you today. We got the It's Cannon team playing against the Shadow Breezy's team. All this to win some cash, prizes, and to have a good time here at MLP MSP. Now, of course, my name is Tokens. I already introduced myself here. Now, we know what the teams look like so far, but turns out there's a bit of a last-minute surprise that, quite frankly, I didn't even know about. You'll notice we had a couple empty slots. Well, here's what those empty slots were for. Please introduce the additional members of teams It's Cannon and Shadow Breezy's in that order, Monica and Annalie. Right here. Yep, Monica, you'll sit here. And then Annalie, you'll be sitting over here. Mm-hmm. Yep, just sit in the chair right over there. Actually, could you guys scoot down one over, and then we'll have Annalie be in the second position. Yeah, that was the original plan. We just want to make sure they're in the same order. All right then. Welcome everyone to Family Feud. We're going to be playing a pony-themed game of Family Feud, and now with celebrities as too. I'm getting surprise celebrities in my panels. Am I horse famous now? Am I Mefford?
Where's the strike button?
Can't do that yet. Anyway, so of course we're going to be doing a pony-themed game of Family Feud, and of course, as you know with Family Feud, we're going to be asking a series of survey questions about bronies for bronies, and the goal is to try and get up to 400 points. And the first team to reach 400 points will split a couple of, well actually before I get what the big prizes, let's talk about the consolation prizes. The consolation prizes that you're going to be receiving some exclusive limited edition promo cards from the MLP collectible card game. I don't have them with me out here, but you're going to get those. They're basically the limited edition ones that are given away to certain Facebook groups, so they're ones you can't buy in stores. So how many of you guys here play the collectible card game? Oh, we got one! All right then. And also we have some custom-made lanyards that you can actually buy at my table over at Tokens, Keychains, and More. For more information, go to Tokens and More and look at me at Facebook, facebook.com. All right then. So we're going to be starting the game right now. We're going to be starting with the two team captains right now, and of course, now we can talk about the big prize. The team who reaches 400 points first will split a $25 cash prize. Cash money, that's still good, but it doesn't end there. The team who gets that far will then go to the fast money round and for the chance to double their winnings to a $50 cash prize to split between the team. More cash money, that sounds pretty good. All right, I think we're ready to go. Audience, I told you about the sort of common courtesy, don't shout out too many answers. All right, I think in that case, we're about ready to go. Let me put my notebook down. All right then. Audience, are you ready? Players, are you ready? Yes! You want to win the money? Yes! Well, if you want to win the money, you got to play the game. Give me Nicholas, give me Thomas, let's play the feud! All right, stand up. All right, first, shake hands, you two. I want a nice, clean feud today. All right, now place your hands on the markers, and by markers, I mean the glass cups. All right, then, of course, in front of you are the buzzers. All right, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to play the first of several face-off rounds in today's game. And here's how it works. I'm going to ask you both a survey question in which I want you to try and give me what you think is the most popular answer. If you think you have something, you'll just hit your buzzer like so. And that went the wrong direction. Hold on a second. Let me swap these around.
I was confused a little bit too.
All right. Much better. All right then, you'll then have the chance to give me an answer, and if the answer you give me is the #1 answer, you'll instantly earn the right to either play this round or pass it to the opposing team. If the answer you give me is not the #1 answer or not on the board at all, the opposing team will have the chance to give you a bigger answer, and if they give a bigger one, they will earn the right to play or pass. Now, one last thing I want you to note is that if you buzz in before I am finished reading the question, you will still get the chance to play, but I will not finish reading the question for you. So bear that in mind. Ready? All right, put your hands your hands are already on the markers. Here we go. First round. In this round, we surveyed 100 bronies. We had the top 9 answers on the board. We asked, other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that has appeared in the show. That went over here, didn't it? All right then, what's it gonna be?
Griffin.
Show me Griffin. Griffin, all right, #2. All right, Thomas, one answer tops it. You can get that, you'll earn the right to play or pass.
Dragons.
Show me dragons. #3. All right then, Nicholas, you're gonna play this round, you're gonna pass it to the opposing team.
I will play this round.
All right, you're gonna play it? All right then, we're moving over here. You can sit back down. All right then, let's move over here now. You can sit back down. All right then, so good job you guys. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go down the line one at a time to each member of the team to see if they can knock out some of the other answers on the board. If they do, you'll add some more points to that total running at the top of the screen. If not, you will earn a strike, like this. Like that. Earn 3 of those, and then the opposing team will get the chance to steal the points. So, while they're trying to give us some answers, I'd recommend you guys talk quietly amongst yourselves so that if you do get the chance to steal, you'll be ready. Don't talk too loud or else, because you don't want to give them any answers. Now, other things I wanted to mention is that each team member must come up with their answers by themselves. They can't get any other help with the other teams. And also, you'll only have 10 seconds to give me an answer starting when I finish reading the question. Is that understood?
Yes.
All right, then start with you, Monica. Now, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
I play the #2 answer.
All right, then.
And Sonata.
All right, then. Well, definitely good. Nice to have you aboard. All right, then. You feeling confident for today's game?
Yes.
All right, then. So here's how we're going to start it off with. All right. Other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that has appeared in the show.
Donkeys.
Good answer. Show me donkeys. #7. Oh, you lost the sound a little bit. Oh, all right, then. Well, we can still keep playing. All right, then. All right, then. All right, now, Dan. Other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that has appeared in the show. Also, I like how your hat and shirt match. All right, then. Don't worry, that wasn't counting against your time.
Mules?
Sorry?
Mules?
Mules?
Mules.
Will we consider that the same as donkey? Okay, that's the same as donkey, so give me another answer. No strike for that. 5 seconds.
Bear.
A bear. Show me a bear. Nope, I'm afraid the bears have not talked during the show, and we're still trying to figure out the sound here. Anyway, 1 strike. It's okay, you got 2 more to work with. I think that probably means we're going to have something back here. All right, then. Now we have Mitch. Welcome aboard, my good friend.
Thank you.
All right, then. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am currently dressed as M.A. Larson, and it's the best, worst decision I've ever made.
Now that you pointed out, I definitely... That's called foreshadowing. All right, then. Well, I wish you luck in today's game. I only have so many hands. All right, then. Other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that has appeared in the show.
Breezies.
The breezies. Show me the breezies. Oh, that was a good answer. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't up there. All right, and finally we have Will. Will, tell us a bit about yourself. You have a Pip-Boy.
I have a Pip-Boy.
It's even got is that a bit of a cracked screen? Authenticity. A+, my good friend. All right, tell us a bit about yourself.
I have a Pip-Boy. I'm from northern Minnesota.
All right then. Well, welcome aboard. Other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that appeared in the show. And also, I just mentioned 2 strikes. 1 more strike, and you guys get the chance to steal. What's it gonna be?
Changeling.
Changelings. Show me changelings. Whoa. Wow. I'm surprised there. Well. All right then. Shadow Breezies. You get the chance to steal now, and here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go down the line to the first of the 4 teammates over here to see what they think. Basically, they're going to each go off one at a time, see what they think, and then the team captain will give me the final answer. You don't have to come up with different answers. In fact, if you come up with the same answer, that's probably a good thing. So yeah, one at a time, here we go. Other than the ponies themselves, name another sentient species that has appeared in the show.
Zebras.
Diamond dogs.
Cows. Bats.
All right, you've heard what your teammates have said, but it's the team captain that's the final word. Name another sentient species that appeared in the show. What's it going to be?
Draconicus?
To steal 41 points, show me Draconicus. Number 9! They stole the points! All right then, but there was an awful lot of answers up there, including the number 1 answer. Well, anybody who's seen Family Feud before knows how this part works. Audience, say them when you see them. Number 1. Cow. Number 4. Minotaur. Number 5. Number 6. Zebra. Couple of them right there. And number 8. Yes. All right then. All right then, the Shadow Breeze has taken first blood with 41 points. 41 points, but of course we still have an entire game ahead of us. We're moving on to round 2 now. Give me Monica and give me Annalie. All right, shake hands, you two. All right then. All right, moving on to round 2 right now. All right then, so here's what the question's going to be. All right then, for this round we surveyed 100 bronies and we have the top 7 answers on the board this round. We asked, fill in the blank. I have a feeling I don't know if this question will be the best suited to you. Fill in the blank. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank. Yes.
A plushie?
Ooh, plushie. Show me a plushie. Number 1 answer! All right, Annalie, do you want to play this round? Do you want to pass it to the opposing team?
Play.
All right, we're going to play this round. All right then, good job. All right then, Dan. And also, I didn't get you a chance to introduce yourself, so tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm from Chicago, and I was a panel there tonight.
All right then, what panel are you going to be doing?
Pointless ponies.
Oh, I heard about that online on a Facebook. I was like a Facebook post somewhere. All right then, I'll see if I can attend that. I mean, I'm vending today, but I will definitely go check out this guy's panel. We need more game show panels out in the pony world right there. So support him. All right then. So here's the question. Fill in the blank. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
Would dolls be the same as plushies?
Sorry, what?
Would dolls be the same as plushies? Small dolls.
Oh, you mean dolls?
Dolls? No, that would be a separate answer.
Dolls.
Show me dolls. All right then. And just to clarify that answer, the reason we split plushies and toys is because a lot of times when you think bronies owning plushies, you think of like white doves. The things that are a little bit more of a work of art as opposed to the, the stuff that you can just get in the stores. So we felt that there was enough difference there that we split them, just to clarify that. All right then, Mitch Larson. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
Hoodie.
A hoodie, a pony-themed hoodie. Number 2. All right then. And William, fill in the blank. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
Ears and tail?
Ears and tails. Some bronies like the cosplay. All right then. Got 4 answers down, no strikes, 3 answers to go, 86 points. Looking good so far. Nicholas, fill in the blank. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
A fan-made poster.
A fan-made poster. Let's see that. Oh, that was a good answer. Sorry about that. All right, Annalie, back to you now. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
A lanyard from a con.
All right then, show me a lanyard. Ooh, strike two. Other team, get ready to steal. Did I just say, I actually just said that. I've been rehearsing this so many times, I just said other team. Sorry, Shadow Breezies, get ready to steal. I was up until like midnight rehearsing this, so great. All right then, Dan, my man. You know that you're a brony when you own a blank.
A book.
A what?
A comic book.
The comic books. Show me the comic books. Oh, 3 answers left there. All right. You guys get the chance to steal again. Shadow Breezies, go on to see the teammates first. What do you think?
DVD.
Give me a second. Cosplay wig.
That would fall under cosplay, but we got t-shirt. Clothing's already up there. Nothing.
A keychain?
All right then. Well, you heard keychain and DVD. What's it gonna be?
A figurine.
To steal 86 points, show me a figurine. 86 points go to the It's Cannon team. All right then, 3 answers left on the board. Let's see what they were. Oh. No, okay, we accidentally covered 2. We can't go back to that one. So let's see what number 7 is. DVD. That was up there. And the other 2 answers were, just go page down.
Can you page down again? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go. The others were... Well, they're comfortable. And then an OC. We didn't say it had to be a physical thing. All right then. Yeah, all right then. It's Cannon teams at 86 points. Shadow Breeze at 41. It's still anyone's game at this point. We're going to round 3. And also we're going to be changing out the celebrities now. All right, so Monica and Annalie, thank you for coming along. And now let's Oh, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Shake both of your hands.
Thanks, computer guys.
All right, give a round of applause for these 2. And now, let's meet your new teammates, Brenda and Allie. Come on down. Yep. All right, Brenda. All right, Allie, you'll be over there in that chair position. And Brenda's. Yeah, you're ready. Come on down. You're the first contestant on the. Wait, wrong show. All right, you'll be sitting right here. All right then. All right then. So we'll introduce you when you get the team rounds, and also let's have Dan and Icewing come up to play. All right then. First, shake hands, you 2. Gotta have a nice clean feud today. All right then. Hands on the markers. For this round, we surveyed 100 bronies. We got the top 6 answers on the board this round. And also, I should mention, since, well, you guys just look like a couple of cool dudes, I'm doubling the points this round. All right then, so top 6 answers on the board. We asked something a little more of a meta type, a little more of a theoretical type question. If you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you might have trouble getting adjusted to? Yes.
Wings.
Having wings. Show me the wings. Number 3. 2 answers top it.
Horns.
Having a horn. Using magic. We'll count that as having a horn. All right then. So you guys got the higher answer this time. You're gonna play this round. You're gonna pass it.
We are going to play it.
All right then.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Okay. And there went my tablet. Good thing we have carpet floors around here. Alrighty then. All right, good job, you guys. I guess we'll be starting with you right here. Reese you changed your seating positions. All right, so KT. All right then, nice to meet you, KT. All right, then, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
All right then, well, that's a bit of a drive all the way up here. What brought you up here?
This convention.
What aspects of this convention brought you up here?
Some of my friends are here.
All right then. Well, it's always good to be with friends at a convention all about friendship being magic, I suppose. Yeah. All right then. So here's the question. If you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you'd have trouble getting adjusted to?
Not having hands.
No, that's a big issue, all right. Show me not having hands. Number one answer. 120 points, that could be a big difference here. All right, we're moving all the way over back to Thomas. All right then, now let's have you introduce yourself. All right, tell us a bit about it.
I am a local.
Okay, and what do you do? Do you work right now?
Yes.
Where at?
Build-A-Bear at the Mall of America.
Oh, that's nice. All righty then. Well, good luck to you today. All right, Thomas. If you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you'd have trouble getting adjusted to? 5 seconds.
Can't really think of anything.
Throwing it out. All right then, so strike. All right then, moving over to Allie over here. Welcome aboard. Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. Hey everybody, this is my first convention of any convention ever.
Welcome you very warmly here. All right. What sort of other voice acting have you done before?
Well, this Princess Ever was my first job as a cartoon ever, and I've always wanted to be a cartoon. Yeah.
Oh well, I'm glad to hear your dream's been fulfilled.
And to come to a convention too.
As a celebrity too. Wow. So you've never been to a convention at all before? Oh well, celebrity and first convention. That's a big double whammy there.
Very excited.
All right then. Well, welcome aboard. I wish you the best of luck. All right. So the question is, if you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you'd have trouble getting adjusted to?
Maybe having a tail.
Having a tail. Oh, sorry. That's put 2 up there. Just put 2. There we are.
Oh, and you're a twin.
All right then. So it's canon. Get ready to steal if they get one more strike. All right then. And Reese. All right. It all comes down to you. If you were to suddenly be... Oh, let's introduce yourself first. I'm Reese. Kyle Reese from the Terminator. Oh. Well, it's still good to have you here. All right, do you go to school or are we working?
School.
All right, then where do you go to school at?
Eden Prairie High School.
All right then, very nice. All right, if you were suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you have trouble getting adjusted to?
Being a quadruped.
Walking on all 4s. Show me that. There you go. Good job. 2 answers left. Trying to keep track of time a little bit right here. All right then. If you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you have trouble getting adjusted to? 5 seconds. Sorry, time's up. All right then, it's canon. You know the drill. Start over here, work our way down, see what we can make of this. If you were to suddenly be turned into a pony, what's something you'd have trouble getting adjusted to?
The herbivore diet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say eating hay.
Eating hay. How about having a cutie mark?
Having a cutie mark, okay. Well, you've heard what your teammate's about to say, but it's your final word. What's it gonna be?
Grabbing stuff with your mouth.
To steal the points, show me grabbing stuff with your mouth. No, points go to the Shadow Breezies. All right then, let's see what the last 2 answers were. Number 4. Oh. And then finally, number 6. Well, it's not wrong. Even Fancy Pants doesn't wear pants. What's up with that? Anyway, all right then, let's see the points right now. All right, the It's Canon team is at 86 points now. Shadow Breezy's at 213 points. It's definitely.
And that was Family Feud. Now I'm off to go roam around the convention some more. And I don't know if you saw, but Larson joined us, and we won. My team did. So, what did I get in this little envelope of goodies? I have a main 6 lanyard, as well as also I got 5. It starts at 9 and goes to like $10. And it starts at 9. few trading cards. I got Rainbow Dash and Mod Pie cards. And so I just went to the autograph area, and Zikora here has gotten signed. So she's all ready to go, which means the only ponies I looked so good signed are Rainbow Dash, Applejack, and Twilight, and Derby, who will begin to sign at BronyCon, as well as the Celestia, Cadence, Shining Armor, and Trixie, and Scootaloo, and Spike. Otherwise, everybody's been taken care of. So I'm gonna go hang out in the game room. I'll see you guys later at one of the later on panels.